Hi John, welcome back. Playing someone else's version of Sakal tonight. Hope you're okay, mate. How's life? Hi Nebula. We're doing a run on someone else's Sakal tonight, rather than Goblin. How many homemades below metal door? A few. Heavy is one, metal is double, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3 heavies approximately. It'll be 4 or 5 homemades. Have you found a base you want to blow up? I can't give you an exact amount without building one. If you want me to, we can practice it now. I can go onto the server, teleport to an area, put it in place for you and blow the door, if that's useful. Okay, give me a second. We'll switch across and do it. It's not a problem. I'm doing it now, mate. It won't take me long. It's not difficult to do when you've got admin mode. Give me a second. Goblins. No. Character's alive, isn't it? Yeah, that's alright. Just kill my character off. Look, you'll only take 10 minutes, mate. Then we can drop back. It's not a problem. Not a problem, Chuckles. I like lurkers. It will fail letting me in. Yeah. Yeah, how surprising. Let's just clear the cache a second. Cache cleared. Load in and do it. You'll see me in admin mode now. I have a place to go whenever we need to test things that's far, far away. DayZ died again. Go, how surprising. Ping down. And I have to buy a new PC before I can play modded DayZ. Oh, that's a nightmare for you. I don't want the last server. Stop trying to cause a problem. Right then, let's see if we go mods, unload all, servers, join. You have to, though. It's the way to go. You have to have a PC. It's just, yeah. Modded DayZ is the way forward. Even when you have nightmares like this, when it won't let you join your own server. If I wasn't streaming, I'd just restart my PC, but it will let us in eventually. Just been a little bit temperamental. My PC needs a format realistically, but I just don't get round to it. But I'm on leave in 2 weeks' time, so we might get a format done then. John needs to see how many explosives are needed to blow a door, so best we go and blow a door. Oh, you stupid bloody game. Right, we'll try the different launcher, because that one's not playing today. Maybe. No, crash again. Joy of DayZ. Need to go into that countdown. Yeah, how surprising. That's better. There we go. Managed to sync at last. Only happens on my server. Don't ask me why. Join others without a problem. I say without a problem. There we go. Excellent. Right, just give me a second, because this character needs to die. Yeah, some free loot for somebody. Right then. Admin mode. Just myself. Dump, dump, dump. God mode. Invisible, ignored by creatures. Fly. Map. Right then. So we need to build a door. Get rid of that. Player management. New object spawner. Barrel. Barrel. Spawn on moi. Hammer. South. Alice. Green. South. Paper. South. Banks. South. Log. So, right, start with that to start with. Alice pack on. Log. Planks and yanks. Paper. Make a blueprint. I need a foundation to snap it to make it easy. That'll do. And then a door frame. Door. For that. Now we need a hammer. Okay, there's your enemy door. Now we need a code lock. Done. Good, it's an enemy door. Now we need some explosives. Ah, metal door. Okay. Thank you. Metal plate. Spawn on south. Upgrade. Upgrade. So there's a nasty enemy base. Now we need... Which one are they? Which breaching charge? RA. Which one is it? Underscore. Improvised or main? Do you want improvised or do you want the other one? Or C4? Let's go back through your messages. Homemade. Okay. So improvised. That one there? Spawn on south. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's going to be stupid. I need to have a computer in there to make it worthwhile. Give me a second. Dick. Authorize. Deauthorize. So that's done that much damage. Number 2. Number 3. As a bonus, I'll show you the nightmare bear that I can't get working at the moment. Next Whitefield we were working. Number 2 done. Number 3 done. Still beeping because it's a little bit bugged. And number 4. And then you have a way in. Happy with that? Right, do some tidying up a second before we do anything else. Everyone's favourite bear. Kill myself. Job done. Bear's gone as well now. Okay, so that's sorted. Not like those houses. Welcome back. Was that useful, John? Oh, bloody night time. This is going to be a nightmare on this server. Right, and we'll have to wait out till morning before we push out any further. I can't really risk lighting a fire. That's all right, mate. Not a problem. It was easier doing that and just showing you straight, and then going away and having to do it in slow time. Just bang, bang, in, job done. Where are we going to aim to build a base? Obviously, the perfect world would be our favourite house. That one there. And on this server, because there's no real traders, there's two black markets normally. Yeah, one down there, one over there, but that one's black market and a boat vendor nearby. I think it makes more sense. What have we got there? To probably aim for maybe a lighthouse build. Not sure. Or one of these little islands. Right, I'm just going to step away from keyboard, guys, and have a quick comfort break. I'll leave you in charge of the stream. John, I have a question for you. Because you're normally here for most of my streams, would you be interested in being a moderator for the chat? There's nothing you have to do unless somebody starts to run an advert or start to preach something stupid, and you can just block and delete them. Otherwise, there's nothing else to do. Doesn't come with any privileges. It's not a paid position. You don't have to be here, but if you are, it just gives me some added support. Night goes on this one 36 times. Okay, that's fine. Okay, John, not a problem. John was offered a promotion. I've asked Chuckles before. Look at the two of you. You do it. No, 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 you do it. It's fine, guys. I'm all right. I'm pretty good at switching between channels and blocking people when I need to. And when I become big and famous, I'll remember the rejection. I'm joking. I'll be like, those two rejected me. The pair of them. But Chuckles, when you go on to nights, I think it means that daytimes when I'm around, so weekends. That's all right, John. That I don't ever take offence if people say no. People have lives. I get that, and it's not for everybody. That's okay. I thought I'd offer. Waiting for morning now, guys, and then we'll carry on. We'll have to go to Operation Fishing first. And then after fishing, try and get a flag up somewhere and find a bloody code lock and a box of nails. So much like every other life that I have in DayZ. At least this is not quite as cold as GoblinZ. I think there's a few players on here as well. 14 including me. There was 15. But obviously it's dark and people are like, log out, it's dark. Like a true capitalist, Goblin could take us both on as part-timers. Part-timers with no contract, I'll have you know. And I'll pay you on tips only, based upon when you actually do any work. Yeah, that sound right? Yeah. And I probably am a capitalist, let's be honest about this. That being said, not so much now. I work for the system. My political views, and we don't talk politics obviously, but my political views have softened over the years. And I have friends across the political spectrum. So it's never been a problem for me. And I love politics. But I have friends from the far left to the moderately right. Not far left, from the moderately left to the moderately right. There we are, that's a better way of putting it. Because far left is as bad as far right. And everybody in between. As a famous Goblin saying is, we're divided by politics, united by gaming. The nightmare for me that I've moved across to Blue Sky. Now I've moved across to Blue Sky because I just got bored of Twitter, and it was I was getting too many fake accounts adding me. But Blue Sky is quite left-leaning, would be fair to say. Yeah, I guessed as much, John. But so Blue Sky is a bit more left-leaning than I'm probably used to. And I think everyone thinks I must be as well. And I'm like, no, guys, look, I don't... No. Just let's leave politics out of it. Don't care who you vote for. As long as you're open to the fact that other people might vote for someone else. I probably sit on a UK scale, probably... it's difficult. I'm left in some of my way of thinking, and I'm right in other ways of thinking. So I'm probably centre ground. But I grew up in a village in mid-Devon that was farming. So I grew up in a Tory stronghold, realistically. Come on, we want morning. We want morning. Ah, it is morning, but we want light on. See, it's got dark. Everyone's left the server. Chuckles like me when someone when someone misses shooting, and I'm like, well, I train them to shoot. Yeah. One of my friends, I'm trying not to be political, but one of my friends mentioned about American politics, and he said, in the UK, at least you get a choice. He said, in the States, we have to choose the better of the two worst candidates. That's not my choice. That's not my words. That's his. I do find American politics interesting. No matter who gets in. And obviously UK politics at the moment, I can have a around the outside conversation about it, but as soon as we move into election world, I'm not allowed to by law, because I'm employed by the Crown to support the government in power, to put it into its perfect terms, which is quite nice. But my political friends are always trying to bait me on Facebook into having conversations about all things political when we move into election time, of which then I'm trying not to get involved in those conversations. But I think the thing is, fundamentally, everybody wants the same thing. They want to have a better life than the people before them had. It's just that everybody has different ways of getting there. Right then, come on, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I need it to be about daytime. So we're going to be heading... We're going to loot through here. Then we'll make our way down, loot through here. We'll miss out the big town for obvious reasons. Not sure where we're going to live yet at all. Offshore sort of interests me. Somewhere like that. Put a shed up out there. Way out on the ice floe. Or out there. Perfect world out there, but That'd be a nightmare to get to without a boat. Utes. If only, DayZ, if only. So you can see there's new chat messages appearing now. Or Botrix messages appearing. To hopefully drum people up a little bit more. And I've even got notifications that appear on the screen now when people... It doesn't work for subscribe, but when people join, rather than just a message coming up in the chat, there should be a message on the screen as well when people become a member or do a super like or a thanks or any of the paid options, basically. There'll be an alert on the screen with the person's name on it, which is really nice. So I've got them set up today. Oh, and now we're hungry and we've got a cold. How surprising. So we'll probably be F11ing after this one and trying to make our way back to our own body. But there's no point doing it till the sun comes up. Because otherwise I'll be stumbling around in the dark. But we could do with making it back to our body just because of the gear that we've got. And for my members, part 3 of the Stalker series is now available in the members area of YouTube. For non-members, once the whole series is done, it'll switch from being members only across to a completely available series on YouTube from part 1 through to whatever the last part is. And then we'll pick another game of which the same thing will happen again in the background. Members will get to see it first as pre-recorded content, and once the series is complete, it'll be released as a one-er straight onto YouTube for everyone to have access to. And those things will always run in the background while I'm playing DayZ as my primary. In the background, members will have access to early content as another perk to a membership, basically. But it will never be DayZ content. DayZ content will always be free. And will be what I stream and make videos in at times. This is the boring bit of DayZ, isn't it? Waiting around at night for the sun to come up. Like 4:30. Okay, sun should be coming up soon. I don't remember if I was on your server or not, so Cal still in week 1 was enduring a prolonged fishing and died in front of the fire as the fish roasted by luck respawned right nearby. Looted myself happily. It does make, when you spawn on your own body, it's so useful, isn't it? Right, sun's starting to come up. So on my screen I can start to see now. So see the windows at last. Must be about 5 AM. Yeah. But seeing we've got a cold and we're ill, we got no food, we don't have a rope, we don't have the ability of getting warm straight away. It'll be easier to F11 it. See if we can make it back to our body. But we'll use the Chuckles method. Chuckles method this is, isn't it? Don't know if it does death markers, so because we don't know about death markers, we'll do it this way. Good, sun's up. Right, time to do the right thing. The honourable thing. Ha! I call it the Chuckles method. I had heard about it before. Fireplaces, when I used to play Namalsk, everyone used fireplaces for storing stuff. Respawn. Oh god. North. No. North coast. So we want to live on the west because it's furthest away from spawn. That's not bad. Everything to catch up. do not like these apartments. As a team, good base building location. Apart from when you get told afterwards that you can't build there. Isn't that right, Chuckles? Don't run, we're not going to make it. If I do run, we might not make it. The joy of making choices. So I probably won't be streaming tomorrow night or Wednesday. Thursday onwards I will be. Every night for about 3.5 weeks. Unless I have a break at some point. I'll probably stream Christmas Day. Because there's always some people that have no one else to watch or do stuff with. So doing a stream Christmas Day makes sense to me. But next Wednesday onwards, after duties next Wednesday, I'm on leave. And then I'm on leave until the 5th, 6th, whatever the Monday is, around the 5th or 6th of January. So I've got a nice leave period this year. They're well up here, isn't there? Europe, there. streaming for about another hour and a half tonight. Need an early night because tomorrow night might be a late one, and I've got to work a full day Wednesday and a late night with a hangover. Feel for me, guys. Feel for me. How did Cheddar? Dag over here. Ah, okay. It'll either work or it won't. I would despawn by now. But yeah, I'll spawn. I'll stream Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Next Wednesday is I finish after duties Wednesday. Best case scenario, that'll be in the afternoon. Worst case scenario later on. I need the plus symbols before we get clear of here, don't I? Get rid of that because nobody needs that in their life. Say nobody needs that in their life, but oh, can of sweet corn. Ugh. Can't think of anything worse. Well, actually, I can. Anything green that's a vegetable. Me and green vegetables have never got on. Unless they're peas. Garden peas covered in butter with some salt. Food of the gods. Now, we might find a Thompson, or we might find anything else that's a 45 caliber. So having some rounds ready to go makes sense. There you are, the other chat message. I think that makes sense, guys. Anything that comes in from that, I'll just put into, once it gets into my account, I'll transfer it over into credit for the server. Makes sense. And then memberships will come to me, and any of the other stuff I'll treat it as a donation for the server. And once the server's like paid and we've got money in there, then I can look at using it elsewhere as well. But if I can cover costs of the server through donations, would be amazing. And I've got 80 quid in there at the moment anyway. Like I said, I've covered the next 12 months, which is fine. But it would be nice if I didn't have to cover it all myself every time. And that's not saying I want donations. I don't mind. I can cover it. It's not an issue. But it would be nice to be able to get to a position where maybe we could have 2 servers. Yeah. Have maybe a 20 slot survival server and a 20 slot survival server on a different map, or have a 10 slot server or 5 slot server that's just used for development, that makes it quicker for a wipe. Fire's out. Right, let's move on. Well, next. I mean, I don't. Normally, I'd go donations go towards the cost of upgrading the PC, but I'm mostly there. I'm probably going to buy after Christmas a monitor arm for my main screen, and maybe replace one of my side monitors into something slightly bigger. But I don't need it. Potentially a monitor light that will sit above the screen that will light up my keyboard, but again, it's not needed. It's more a vanity thing than a needed thing. I've got a really good system. If you ever want, obviously in that last few days of wipe, before we wipe, that last day, I can probably coincide with your timings, and I can fly you round so you can do the pictures if you want to. Because obviously next wipe we're going back to Chernarus. Because I've never done a Chernarus wipe with you guys. Last time I did a Chernarus wipe, we were running like normal servers, not survival. So I'm really looking forward to how we can use Chernarus to give you all a really amazing experience and make it a long wipe. If we can make it work and it does what I want it to do, then I'm looking at a wipe till at least Easter. Don't want that. Nobody needs a tutu in their life. That's a problem. There's zombies down there already. I suppose it's 80 meters. Yeah, I would have spawned them in for that. Oh yeah, Botrix will give you level points now when you chat. So you made it to level 1. No, nobody needs it in their life. Wonder if I can... No, only barbed wire. Okay. I've used chat to cover my insecurities in my speech. That solves that problem. At some point, I'll work out how to use the points. I think there's something we can do with, like, King of the Chat or something. Equally as silly. I've also changed the description for the live streams, so it's got a bit more information in it. Slightly better. So when we're live, the description's a bit more. I could be playing this server, this server, this server, or this server, rather than a ask and I might tell you. There's still an ask and I might tell you in there, but there's also I play the following servers. So I've become a little bit more professional today. Just need to do my payment information in AdSense and then everything will be in place, but I've got to wait for them to give me the link to do that, which will probably take 24 hours. And then I'll be cooking on gas. Didn't we pick up a potato? Did it just fucking disappear? Bloody game. Check on the base tomorrow. Ah. My base despawned. And obviously you saw me commit suicide earlier when John wanted to see various stuff. So the stuff I did yesterday, quite close to Trader. So if somebody heard that shot and they were at Trader and they got to my body, they've had a hell of a reward. Hi, Pappy. Oh, hey, guys. No, not Pappy. Hi, Ace. How are you? Playing a different server tonight. Still Sakal. but not GoblinZ. We're running on loaded, I'm thinking. Yeah. Go for a run. How are you, Ace? And welcome back. There, another Botrix message. Different one. We might actually go to a paid version of Botrix so we can name that, rather than Botrix, we can call it GoblinRix. Don't know yet. It's not stupid. It's not stupid money. See, it's not cold. It's cold, a little bit cold here in the UK. It's going to get a lot colder for some people tomorrow. We've got a massive, like 5 days for the UK. Massive 5 days of snow due in. I think it's missing where I am, but the rest of the country is going to be knocked out basically because we're not ready for snow in the UK. Scotland probably is more so, but us down south don't get it very often. A couple of weeks ago we had like an inch of snow and the whole county stopped working. At work I was about the only person there. Everybody else went home. But there are people on this server. There's only 10, but there's still people. The chance of some PvP, even though I've only got a shotgun and a shit pistol. Lower 13. Yeah. UK doesn't really get cold weather. It rains a lot, but that's all it really does in the UK. I mean, I still get excited when it snows because we don't get it very often. Ooh, food. -10. Nah, we'll never get -10. I'm going to hit there. We want to hit the hospital probably for meds. I do not like this long property here. People live upstairs. We've had one snow, as I said, which is very rare, and it came actually to the town I live in, which is probably a 10-year occurrence for us to get snow in this town. The moors around me, the wild country around me gets snow. So whereas I live where I live, I'm about 20 miles in either direction from two different wild country what you would think of as a national park, we would call moorland. That gets snow. Both Exmoor and Dartmoor get snowed, and quite heavily. Buffalo gets hammered with snow. Near Buffalo, most of my relatives love snow too. Pub crawl using snowmobiles. Awesome. I love shit like that. So, when I used to live where I used to live, we used to do aggressive snowboarding. Where what we had a car bonnet, or as you guys would call it, a car hood. Hood at the front? Yeah. That we had on a bungee rope that we used to drag behind a 4x4, a Land Rover, in the snow. And the rope was about 50 foot long. And you take it in turns to drive the vehicle, where the rest sat on the hood or the bonnet in our world, and get dragged through the snow at 50 miles an hour, randomly falling off. Yeah, aggressive sledging. I think there's a video somewhere on probably my Facebook with me doing it. I must drag it down and share it with people. Tigers. Also, guys, we're a week and a half from GoblinZ roughly being wiped. So as of tonight, there will be a drop in prices of things that people want. And you might find some weapons become available, some explosives. Always get clear of a well if we're restarting, because people make for wells. After the restart, we'll work out where we're going and what we're doing. I love the fact that, you know, I'm in the UK streaming, John's in the UK, you guys are out in the States, and we're all connected into a little community. It's awesome. One thing that streaming has done is brought people from massive distances together, which is amazing. Right, we will push after restart. We want smaller towns, that's the thing. We'll pop. There's the restart. Right, after restart, we'll decide where we're going. And to the lurkers out there that are currently watching, thanks guys, that's massively, massively appreciated. More than happy to have lurkers on. I love the fact that we've got 7 people viewing at the moment. It's awesome. Amazing. So Ace, on my server, is solo, but you'd need the DLC to run it this week. By the end of next week, you won't need the DLC. It will just run on Chernarus, because it will wipe for a couple of days and then get set up again with a new build. I will happily run with people. We'll happily do it. We'll happily do a run, just not on GoblinZ, because GoblinZ is a solo server. Any other server though, as long as I've not got a team on there that's already full and we're running with, then more than happy to. I'd love to do a community run over Christmas and get people all together in one place. It might be quite a nice thing to do with the Discord. Try and get a time that works for everybody over the Christmas period. And try and get everybody onto the same server and we all meet up, even if it's an official server. And we all try and meet up and do something. What is the DLC? So Sakau is the DLC, or Frostline. You can buy DayZ that comes with Livonia and then buy the DLC, or you can buy DayZ that comes with Livonia and the DLC, Sakau, Frostline, which is what GoblinZ runs on, but only for another week and a half. And then I'm wiping the server and it will be offline for a couple of days, maybe 3 days. And in that period, I'll rebuild it as Chernarus, but in winter. And then people can play my survival build, but on a map that everybody owns. But yeah, over the Christmas period, because I've got a lot of leave, I've got like 3.5 weeks off, I can work a bit more on US time. So I can stay up later, or get up earlier, or set an alarm for the middle of the night, whatever works for people. And I'm more than happy to do that. And I can set up a voice channel in my Discord and we can go off and have an adventure together. Where were we going? We were going to go to road markers. Down to there. Be via there to start with, so there, and then there for the farmstead, and then across to here. We'll miss out the big town of Hell. But I'd like to do more community runs, maybe one every 2 weeks with people. Have something set up. Also, if anybody in the chat is going to end up as a streamer, or is going to stream DayZ, or make content in DayZ on whatever platform you're on, let me know. I'm more than happy to collab and do events together and do stuff to either help each other out. You know, if you're new to streaming or new to content creation, I'm more than happy to help and talk you through stuff. And if you're way more experienced than me, then I'm more than happy for you to help me. You bastard game. Hi, Brash. That would be good, Brash. Excellent. So that's another person that would like to come along. That's awesome. I think it could be good. I think it just could be good, just good fun to do. Go on, let me pick you up. Come on, game. Oh, nearly. Just got to get the right pixel. I can't waste any more time looking for that. That's just annoying me now. Oh, thank you, Brash. Massively appreciated. After the stream, I'll upgrade you on the Discord. There you go. The new alerts work. Thank you so much. I nearly jumped out of my chair when that alert hit. Show hard. Show hard. Enabled. Come on. Yeah. Welcome to the Goblin Army. Right, we need to get warm up somewhere. Thank you. Well, it makes sense. You know, at the point where I hit 1,000 and I'm earning off advertising, it might be different. You know, the advertising revenue I'll take as a thank you, you know. But at the moment where it's donation or membership, actually offering it to you guys to be put back onto the server makes sense. Do not want to cook here. Like, majorly dangerous. But we've got to get warm. Not interested today, Mr. Zombie. On PC servers as a mod that posts who defeats who's in. Yeah, I'd never do that. It's not me. Do we have any food to heat up? Yes, we do. I can't wait to give you guys my take on Chernarus in the cold like this. So much more we can do. Survivor missions are coming in, if I can get them working, which they should do on Chernarus. So if you get a radio and tune into the right channel, you'll have missions that send you all over the map looking for loot. And if you complete them with a good prize, we'll have a trader at Altar, realistically, in the middle of the map. We'll probably have oil rigs with boats to get you out to them. I've decided against helicopters, so the boats will spawn on the coast that you can use if you wish to. We'll run a long wipe because we can do, because it's Chernarus, and we'll use expansion build because it just works, and maybe vanilla build as well. It'll then give us different tiers to play with if I can get that working how I want it to work. Code locks, obviously. I hate the fact you have to be stood right over the fire. Warm up. DR527, what's it in? 9 times 19. I know we've got a heat pack there, but we're saving that for a rainy day. I can move the pistol to there now. Now it's about getting the plus symbol and getting out of here. But yeah, community run sounds really good. Really good fun. Go for something that's close to vanilla but has like a team and the little icons above people's heads so we can get everybody in if possible. If not, then we'll go for a vanilla server. Maybe vanilla Sakal. We'll have some sort of aim. Maybe the aim will be to put a flag up and build a base. And we'll just go for it. And rather than stream it, I'll probably record it and then release it as a video. Losing health because of the weather. Do some repairing. letters. Not enough oomph inside it. Do we keep it? Nah. Not doing what we want. Spin it off. Put that down there. Put that down. Keep that in my pants so it will defrost naturally. Put that slot there. I'm going to pop that. I wouldn't normally, but that needs to go into jacket. Move on. Okay. As I said, Brash, you will get upgraded in Discord once I finish the stream. You'll have a little area there for members, and you can also now get access to my Stalker 2 content that's members only. Always wary of industrial, but we need a code lock and a box of nails if we're going to play this server. And I don't know if I'll be back. I mean, arguably I will be back. But I quite like just running different servers at the moment. Hoodie, medium, high. We'll keep high and damaged. Shite. So that's better camouflage. Someone's already been through here. Couldn't be bothered. Oh, bugger. The end of that life, then. We'll respawn random this time. This server does allow spawning on beds if you have a base set up with a bed inside. Chuckles, earlier I was joking about my aim. If my aim is in games. Jet Rabbits tanked my 2-2 long rifle last week. Odds are I'll die repeatedly. This area here in DayZ hits me as somewhere that they meant to do something and forgot to. So many servers I played on have turned this into a modded like little military camp here. So it would have made quite a nice cave system. Traded against a zombie, does that count? Oh, we get loads of zombies here, don't we? Always do, but on this server, loads of zombies mean potentially presents. Come to me, zombies. Let's have a chat. Scrap metal on this server is used for upgrading cars to make them bulletproof. It's their own mod. Actually, we can't take that, but we can take the ammo. Actually, we might be able to take that, mightn't we? Because we've got to make some stuff. Ah, that's good. I don't understand first aid. Never have. Never will. It's lost on me. I can't get used to the fact that I can't rip up clothes in my hands. That's such a Goblin thing now on every server that I want it on every server. want you. Don't know whether you can break that down to a piece of rope. It's gonna be worth a try, isn't it? Ah. Oh, that went better than expected. Gonna try it. I've never been out to those islands. I've been out to that one and then died on it, but I've never been on those. I should do, because I could just fly there in Goblin admin mode. But I've never done it. Fuck. There goes that idea then. Been up. This place likes to hide nails underneath. Well, that's interesting. What happens if I try and build a base and say John has a base? So if you attempt to put a flag up or attempt to build a base near someone else's base, it'll tell you can't. So if you try and deploy a computer and it says no, you can't build there, basically. The problem you're going to have, Chuckles, on GoblinZ is getting enough nails inside your base to keep it alive when you're not around. But you know that. Which is why next wipe it'll be a lot easier for you. Because we're using a different base. You get a flag up and the flag will stay up for 14 days, basically. So if you're not around for a few days, it won't matter. Which I think is probably fairer. And you'll be able to live in castles if you want to. And I'm putting in lots of caves. That was a splash. And we nearly... Oh. We managed to catch a fishy. Just was a little bit out of sync. Before we do anything weird and wonderful, we do need to have a fire and warm up. And because I'm a mad, stupid goblin... Actually, we need more sticks than that, don't we? Fuck it. It'll do. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. Risk it for a biscuit, exactly. You don't know unless you try. And we need to warm up if we're going to do that swim. If Sakal was slightly bigger and had things like survivor missions working on it, I'd stay on here. I'd just do a wipe and add the new stuff in. But I really want to give GoblinZ players survivor missions to be able to do. So once they get past the building their base and filling it up with loot, they've got something physically to do so we can have a long wipe. Yeah, I'm a Roma, not a dragon waiting in my lair. Yeah, exactly. And Chernarus is a big enough map to allow us all to roam and enjoy it more. And we'll allow players to have as many bases as they want, because obviously it's expansion, so you just get a code lock on it, get a door on it, raise a flag, it's yours. Obviously we'll allow people to blow them up as well, but you'd expect that. And I can put code locks and breaching charge components inside survivor missions. So on certain missions, if you complete them, you'll get a code lock and a box of nails and stuff like that. So all you need to do is get a radio and a battery to start getting hold of your base building tools. And there's like 300 missions on Chernarus all over the place. So it will work very well if it will work. As I've said, I'll bring across probably the suitcase and the keys from this map and have that as a spawn on oil rigs. So you find there'll be 2 oil rigs. One will be potentially a second trader, but we'll talk about that nearer the time. But one of the oil rigs will have a suitcase on it that spawns in on every restart. And that will then, you'll have a set of keys to open it up. If you find the keys, get there, open it, get some good loot. But actually you'll probably get a swipe card which will get you into an area that has good loot. Roundabout way of doing it, but it's the best way of doing it. The green metal gun racks that spawn in the world, I've got a way of making guns spawn on them that you can use. So every restart I could have guns lying on racks that you could then get inside a building that was behind, say, a bunker swipe card, and that would give you access then to gun racks, and there'd be more guns in there than you could carry, because then that helps. It's not a mod. You do it using... Well, you can do it with a mod, but you can do it in DayZ Editor. Basically. DayZ Editor, I can place items on, so on every restart it spawns them in. I just wouldn't do it everywhere. It'll be behind areas to make them feel a bit more... Or can you eat it at that point? Warm, yeah. I am. A brisket for a biscuit. How surprising. First one I try and climb on, I can't. Oh, this ain't going to go well, is it? I'm sure there's probably a mod for it, but it is DayZ Editor that's the easiest way of doing it. So with DayZ Editor, you can spawn in two things. You can spawn in props, which are an LAR that looks like an LAR that you can't pick up. And that's what you get a lot in traders that's on tables. They're there to look good. Or you can spawn in the actual item itself. If you spawn in the item, people can run over and pick it up. So then you can then make locked rooms behind swipe cards that have loot inside that's not in a box. And on each server restart, the loot goes back there. But you have to make sure that the gun's lifetime, or whatever items you put in there, the lifetime is longer than your restarts. So otherwise players will get there and all the racks will be empty. Ice is a bitch in DayZ. It's better on here, but I prefer the stuff on the mouse that's easier to navigate. That's just land coloured white. On here it's a little bit nightmare. I prefer this map than the mouse. I never really played the mouse. So now the mouse is less popular. That might be good for a community run. I know this is not going to go according to plan, but at least we're trying it. Obviously, you could do this by boat. Or if you've got a dry bag with fire lighting kit in, it's doable. And the right clothing to start off with. The knife I've got's not really good enough for this, because even if I make it, the chance of it lasting long enough to make the kit I need to light a fire is nil. But we'll stumble to our death out on the ice, and that's where we'll probably finish the stream. Guys, thank you for watching tonight. It's been massively appreciated. As I said, I won't be on for the next 2 days. Though I could be on tomorrow night, depending on what happens, but I certainly won't be on Wednesday. Thank you for the membership, Brash. If you're still there, that's massively appreciated. The Goblin army grows a little bit further. It's amazing. I try to set the membership levels at a level where people could afford. But we're sort of at the point where it's great. It's just awesome. I'm really impressed with how it's happened, how it's panned out. And as much as I know I need another 494 subs to start earning off advertising, it is achievable. I just realise that it will take me time. I have had a few people say to me, why don't you buy your subs? And I never would. I'd rather grow slowly, but with people that want to watch the content. I get a lot of people watching it after the stream, which is amazing in itself. People take the time out to watch it back, and my averages are going up, which is awesome. The algorithm is pushing me more now because I've hit the 500 mark, which is great. So, we'll end the stream like we normally do on a server we're not committed to. Thank you for watching, guys. Remember, if you have a goblin in your sights, miss.